Hello, I'm Savannah Cassie, and I'm here to tell you my own retelling of My Hero Academia. I show you some photos and just do My Hero Academia as best as I possibly can. If you want to hear me word by word actually tell you the story, go to my Patreon. It is completely free of me retelling the entire My Hero Academia story. Now, on to this. Chapter 2, My Hero Academia. All Might in all his glory, how he became the world's best hero. Number one hero, age unknown, quirk also unknown. How is this quirk unknown if it has to be registered? Who knows? His strength and popularity is what got him boosted to the charts. And villains has slowly and slightly declined because they don't want to deal with the symbol of peace. And today, that man said, "You can become a hero to me." Azuka Midoriya, who is now crying on the floor. Huh? Midoriya? No way! You're totally quirkless and you think you can rub shoulders with me? There's no hope for him. I'm sorry, Azuka, I'm sorry. I'm remembering all the people who didn't believe in him. Number one hero, All Might, in his true form. All Might standing there, finally announcing, "I believe you, worthy of inheriting my power." Deku, shocked and amazed, wondering what the hell All Might is saying before All Might starts laughing, telling him that his face looks completely, utterly ridiculous before splitting up blood. "If you want to try accepting my power?" Deku looking shocked. His power? No way! What's All Might even saying? That this is completely taboo, and All Might saying that tabloids always try to guess his quirk, saying super strength or booster power, and he always rubs it off as a joke because everyone must think that he's the symbol of peace, a natural born hero. But there's nothing natural about him because guess what? His quirk was passed down to him. Passed? Deku said in shock. Down to you? Really? All Might saying yes as his wound is showing and saying that it is now it's your turn. Deku saying in one breath, Hold on a second. To be sure, all the mighty quirk is one of the 7 great mysteries of the world, and there has been endless debate of what it might be. There isn't a day that goes by with some news theory on. Well, now he says it's passed down. Naturally, I have no idea what he means, but more than that, that's not even a theory that's anyone's proposed before. That's mostly because we still know so little about what quirks really are in the first place. I mean, we use the term quirk to begin with because each power on characteristic is so very particular to the single person, blah, 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 blah. My snapping Azuka eyes trans bonking on the head saying, "Hey, quit it, knock it off, and I'm not telling a lie. My power can be transferred, and it's called One for All." One for all? Deku looking in all shock. All Might explaining, you see, one person has a power, then it transfers to another person, and they expand the power, which is transferred to another person's power. It's completely like a network, and now I'm doing it to you. Deku wondering at All Might, but why me? I've done nothing special. All Might reminding him that he jumped in to save his friend with no fear, that he did that all by himself with no power. And now All Might looking at a shock Deku, asking him, "Well, what do you want? Do you want my power now, kid?" Deku rubbing his eyes and tearful, realizing, "Yes, I accept. I have no reason to refuse." All Might looking with a smile on his face, saying, "I expected nothing less from you." 2 days later, some type of beach park, but receiving that power ain't all that easy. All Might on a fridge in a dumpster. Saying that not helping Puerto Rico Deku. Deku finally exhausted, plopping on the floor like, come on, All Might. You're like 274 kilos alone. All Might saying like, nah, I've lost some weight. I'm just 255 kilos in this form anyway. Deku asking the $1 million Dolly questions, hey, why am I dragging trash across this beach anyway? All Might explaining that he's ill-suited for the quote. Deku looking at his truck saying, I thought you said it was worthy. All Might grabbing his phone, taking multiple clicks of Deku as he's crying on the floor. It's like, yes, I said you were ready, but not truly ready. Your body is not ready for it. If you got my power now, you explode. Deku said, my limbs will explode. Then Deku realizes as he looks on the beach, oh, I get it. This trash thing is for exercising my body, right? All Might saying, yes, but that's not it. You see, this beach used to be beautiful, but now people just do the illegal dumping here. Deku saying, oh yeah, something about the coins, lots of stuff drifts ashore. And people also dump the garbage here, even though they shouldn't. Lots of garbage around. All Might explaining, back in the day, he was nothing of fame and glory. They actually want to help the community. Now, today, that's all people want. As he crushes the refrigerator, boom! And she shows the shoreline. You see, your footstep is cleaning this entire beach. Deku's like, what? Midoriya, you want to get into UA, right? Deku was fine. Yeah, because that's you into UA, All Might. If I can definitely want to go to you. All Might saying, you clueless fanboy. Yes, people without cloaks can't get into UA. That's the hardest reality, but it's the truth. So I decided to make you your American dream plan. Your entire life schedule is on this land. You must follow step by step. Deku looking in shock. It's like, you even plan how much I get to sleep? All Might say, yeah, this is going to be super hard, but I have full faith in you. So, and then began the 10 hellish months. All Might cheering on Deku as he dragged the things along. Get this in the pocket, just load it into the truck. Deku trading with Trunks. I'm using every muscle part I didn't even know I had. Back at school, the teacher assigning something dumb, but Deku's not paying attention because he's trying to figure out how to do the entire training resume. I'm in trouble if I can't finish at least a week before the exam, so there are 294 days left. Muscles recovery necessary interval within 2 days of rest meeting. Even at most efficiently, I only have 96 days of actual training. I can work in 5 hours between morning and night, which makes for 90 hours, and I can't manage the garbage cleanup in that time with this usual training. My whole body needs to be solid for a job like that. It all to train my body to adapt and deal with all the situations. This is really a crush course of years. The teachers and everyone looking at Deku in shock as he starts blabbing aloud, and it's not like all mightily be supervising me at all hours. I even never put it off with some effective self-training. First, I got to figure out how to shave off some of my sleeping hours, and said that might have the opposite effect. The teacher finally does it, like, hey, Midori! Hits him with his hand thing, like, hey, Midori, you should probably listen to class. Deku doesn't even realize that he was even blabbing aloud, embarrassed. All the students are like, hey, he a creep. Yeah, did you hear what he said? What type of nonsense? Deku back at the street, pulling tie, yours running loud. All Might showing the resume. All Might saving Deku from waste because he's not ready there. Deku showing his eating schedule to his mother. By the way, what did Inko think when she showed him the resume? Like, hey, this is what I'm meant to eat. And Inko's like, okay. Deku training. Him almost falling asleep in class. He definitely failed some assignments, and everyone was slowly worried about him. More training. Deku tried to push the truck. All Might sighed. I love when he sighs. It's the most exaggerated thing and funny thing. Deku swimming. Unfortunately, All Might's not watching, making sure the kid doesn't drown because he's worried about fangirls. More training. Not him running along All Might until he boom. Hey, what's wrong? only 3 more months. You're not gonna make it. You wanna quit? You wanna take a break today? Deku on the floor because he can barely move. All Might realizing something, saying, my past, the Test America Dream Plan. I designed it based on what you need with your body, specifically to make it before the exam. But you haven't stuck to it. You overworked. Deku walking out says, I have to go on. I have to be stronger than everyone. Because I don't need to. I need to be the strongest hero like you. Almost shocked, realizing he has the same eyes as he did before puffing up into his big mighty form, grabbing Deku by the collar and said, you blind fanboy! That's exactly what I like to hear, as he's choking Deku by the collar, saying, no time to panic, I'll modify your plan, just leave it up to this old man. Deku's wheezing as he begins, you're not old, All Might. Exam day, 6 a.m. Deku screaming on a porch. I can't do the scream to save a life. I don't know how to do this. Yeah, no. No, not doing that. I'm losing my voice. All Might looked in shock as the beach is spotless, even beyond what he said. As he's like, oh my goodness! As he turns to big All Might was Deku's folly. But fortunately, All Might saved him as he said, well done, Deku, who could barely speak. All Might, I did it! All Might showed him, putting him on the car, like, yes, you did. As he shows him a photo, it's like, what's this? All Might explaining, it's you, 10 months ago! Oh, but look at you now! You are a true blue vessel now! Showing him his body and much muscle he's got. Deku stares his hands because he's like, I feel like I cheated though. You see, not everyone gets help by All Might. I've been blessed. All Might stares at him like, you fool, you did this all by yourself. I did nothing to help you. You did all of this. Well, now, time for your payment, as he plucks a hair from his head as he gives it to Deku. Take this to heart, kid. You've earned this power fair and square. Deku saying, this feels like a comic strip, as he slowly takes the hair. As Alma saying, eat this. Deku saying, like, Well, doesn't really. You just need to eat my hair to gain my power because of DNA reasons bullshit. I like how they don't really explain in this manga how his powers are actually transferred. They just say, really doesn't matter what it is. You eat as long as you get my DNA. No, hurry. Like, that's all they explain for All Might and his powers. Like, come on, you gotta give more an explanation. So I like how they did it in the anime, how they explained it. And that's And that was chapter 2. I hope you guys like it. Again, Patreon, if you want to hear me say this word for word, is completely free. And like, comment, subscribe, and have a goddamn good day.